Daily Words of God. Although you young people are all like youthful lions, you rarely have the true way in your hearts. Your youth does not entitle you to more of my work. On the contrary, you always provoke my disgust toward you. Although you are young, you either lack vitality or ambition, and you are always non-committal about your future. It is as if you are indifferent and brooding. It could be said that the vitality, ideals, and stance taken that should be found in young people absolutely cannot be found in you. You, this kind of young person, are without a stance and have no ability to distinguish between right and wrong, good and evil, beauty and ugliness. It is impossible to find any elements of you that are fresh. You are almost entirely old-fashioned, and you, this kind of young person, have also learned to follow the crowd, to be irrational. You can never clearly distinguish right from wrong, cannot differentiate between true and false, never strive for excellence, and nor can you tell what is right and what is wrong, what is truth and what is hypocrisy. There is a heavier and more severe stench of religion about you than there is with old people. You are even arrogant and unreasonable. You are competitive, and your fondness for aggression is very strong. How could this kind of young person possess the truth? How can someone who cannot take a stance stand witness? How can someone who does not have the ability to differentiate between right and wrong be called a young person? How can someone who does not have the vitality, vigor, freshness, calmness, and steadiness of a young person be called my follower? How can someone who has no truth, no sense of justice, but who loves to play and fight, be worthy of being my witness? Eyes that are full of deceit and prejudice toward others are not things that young people should have, and young people should not carry out destructive, abominable acts. They should not be without ideals, aspirations, and an enthusiastic desire to better themselves. They should not be disheartened about their prospects, and nor should they lose hope in life or confidence in the future. They should have the perseverance to continue along the way of truth that they have now chosen, to realize their wish to expend their entire lives for me. They should not be without the truth, nor should they harbor hypocrisy and unrighteousness. They should stand firm in the proper stance. They should not just drift along, but should have the spirit to dare to make sacrifices and to struggle for justice and truth. Young people should have the bravery to not succumb to oppression by the forces of darkness, and to transform the significance of their existence. Young people should not resign themselves to adversity, but should be open and frank, with a spirit of forgiveness for their brothers and sisters. Of course, these are my requirements of everyone, and my advice to everyone. But even more, these are my soothing words for all young people. You should practice according to my words. In particular, young people should not be without the resolve to exercise discernment in issues and to seek justice and the truth. You should pursue all things beautiful and good, and you should obtain the reality of all positive things. You should be responsible toward your life, and you must not take it lightly. People come to the earth, and it is rare to encounter me. And it is also rare to have the opportunity to seek and to gain the truth. Why would you not prize this beautiful time as the right path to pursue in this life? And why are you always so dismissive toward the truth and justice? Why are you always trampling on and ruining yourselves for that unrighteousness and filth that toys with people? And why do you act like those old people who engage in what the unrighteous do? Why do you imitate the old ways of old things? Your lives should be full of justice, truth, and holiness. Your lives should not be so depraved at such a young age, leading you to fall into Hades. Do you not feel that this would be a terrible misfortune? Do you not feel that this would be terribly unjust?
Prejudiced eyes and deceit are not what the youth should have. Awful and destructive ways are not how the youth should act. They should have aspirations, ardently strive to advance, not lose heart over their prospects. Keep faith in life, the future. You should have resolve and discernment, seeking justice and the truth. Pursue all things beautiful, gain reality of positive things. Be responsible towards life. You must not take this lightly. You must not take this lightly. Persist in the path of truth, thus expend their lives for God. They should not lack the truth, nor harbor falseness, unrighteousness. They should take the proper stance. They shouldn't just drift along. They should dare to sacrifice, fight for justice and the truth. You should have resolve in discernment, seeking justice and the truth. Pursue all things beautiful, gain reality of positive things. Be responsible towards life. You must not take this lightly. You must not take this lightly. Of dark force, they must have the courage to change the meaning of their lives. Young people shouldn't resign themselves to adversity.